Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. The video is finally here, my 100th video I've made. And, so just for the warning guys, before you go to watch this is going to be scary. And, yeah, so don't, just precaution before you go to watch it. It's scary.
Do you have an Instagram
But it's true.
account? I bet you do. I mean, who doesn't have one? Even my parents do. It's such a natural,
Oh,
fun,
also,
and friendly
make sure you
environment.
subscribe,
I never even
hit
thought
that like
about any
button,
potential danger
and
that it might bring
hit the
into my
notification
life
bell.
until 2 weeks
And
ago.
do the same for
One
7-second
Thursday
riddle.
evening, I was in bed, scrolling through my Instagram feed. I saw that Jack, my best friend, had posted a new photo of him on a bike right outside of his house. The description said, "Chilling outside the house, waiting for an adventure of a lifetime. Where are you?" I smiled, liked the post, and wanted to leave a comment that it was way too cheesy. I saw that there were 8 comments already, so I read them first. All were from our school friends, except one added just a couple of minutes ago. It was from username Jeremy5781. The comment said, "I have an adventure for a hottie like you." Interesting, I thought, assuming that somebody from school was just messing around. I clicked on the profile of this mysterious Jeremy5781. The profile picture was of a man around his 50s or mid-40s, bald and a bit chubby. He had 10 photos, just random places around our city. Most were teens. Among them, a couple of friends from my school, including Jack. It was so weird, the photos in the account and the comment along with the profile picture, that I texted Jack and told him about the comment. I said that he should just block the account, even if it is somebody from school messing with him. Still not cool. He did agree that it was creepy, a bit over the line. He blocked Jeremy5781, and I went on browsing my feed, like a random spam or whatever it was. We walked back home as we lived close to each other, and school was just 20 minutes away. Our parents were friends and thought that some physical activity like walking back from school was healthy and good for us. On the road, right behind us. I thought it was weird that the road was absolutely empty, but the guy was still driving behind us. I told Jack about the car, and at first, we dismissed the idea of being followed. However, he continued driving right behind us for another 10 minutes, which brought about an uneasy and I told Jack he should definitely come inside with me. Once inside, we looked through a window and saw the car speed up and turn off our street. That was really creepy. Over to his place, as we had to work on a project for our literature class. His parents were away for the whole day and were supposed to come back late at night. They owned a construction company with lots of projects, so they worked most weekends. We spent about 20 minutes on the project instead of the 2 hours we had planned on. Pizza, I thought. Jack took the money and went to the door, but as his parents always do, he first peeked through the window to make sure it was the pizza guy. However, a couple of seconds later, I heard him whispering in panic, "Thomas, upstairs, now," gesturing to follow him to his room. He looked nervous. I had no idea what was happening. Once in his room, I asked him what was up with him. He said, "It wasn't our pizza guy. It was another guy, wearing all black, you know, like in the movies, a killer." Come on, Jack, there's nothing with wearing black. Are you sure it wasn't the pizza guy? "Dude, he didn't have pizza," said Jack. "Are you messing with me? Let's go down and check one more time." I didn't believe him. I thought he was trying to get me into the horror movie mood. We went back to the front door and looked through the window. Nobody was there. "Your trap didn't work, Jack. I see right through you." Right said that, we heard noise coming from the kitchen. We tiptoed slowly and quietly into the kitchen and heard some scratching sounds. Somebody was trying to open the back door with a sharp object. Figure out what the hell just happened when I suddenly heard him screaming, pointing at the window. I looked at the window and saw a bald man looking straight at us, holding a small camera. I realized we were on the second floor, which meant that this guy somehow managed to climb up. "Run!" shouted Jack, and ran out of the room. I followed him down to the basement, and somebody knocked on the door, identifying themselves as police officers. It was pretty scary to get out, but we figured that the guy wouldn't be so stupid to do something to us with the cops outside home. We told the police everything we knew. They waited with us until Jack's parents got back. My dad came to pick me up. Later that night, I couldn't fall asleep and went to check my Instagram when a sudden thought popped up into my mind. The head in the window was bald. I went to Jack's last post, but the comment was deleted. I did remember that the guy was Jeremy 5781. I found him. Jeremy 5781 was the guy we saw in the window. I sent the screenshot to Jack without saying anything to see if he would recognize him as well. "Dude, that was him in the window," replied Jack. I knew it. "We should call the police," I texted Jack. "Definitely. We'll do it first thing in the morning. Those officers are probably off right now," said Jack. The next morning, I went on Instagram to find Jeremy's profile again. But this time, I couldn't find him. He either deleted the account or just renamed it. I couldn't believe it. I knew that he was following a couple of people from my school, which made me feel sick. Probably liking someone's photos and leaving random comments.
Alright guys, this next one is also really scary. Well, I mean, some of you might not think it is, but just for the warning. So caution before you go watching this. And it's Alexa. Now the dark side of it. The last one is Instagram. I forgot to tell you guys that, but yeah.
Has Amazon Alexa in their house. We used to have it too. I say used to because I convinced my parents to get rid of it. They thought I was overreacting, but after what happened, I couldn't bear to stay another second with that thing in our home. And for me, I had just begun the reading and was already lost in a dozen unknown words. I knew that if I took my phone to Google them, I'd get sunk into my social networks again.
That's true.
So, instead, I decided to wake up Alexa to help me. The speaker was standing right on my bedside table, so I knew it could hear me. "Alexa," I said, "what is photosynthesis?" A familiar electronic voice answered.
Photosynthesis is a process used by plants and other organisms to convert light energy into chemical energy that can later be released to fuel the organism's activities. Hell is an afterlife location.
"No, Alexa, stop," I ordered. I kept on reading, or at least tried to, when Alexa started off again.
A place of torment and punishment. Hell is often depicted as fiery, painful, and harsh, inflicting suffering on the guilty.
"Alexa, mute," I gave the command. Alexa stopped talking, but the lights in my room turned off. "Alexa, turn on the lights." My voice was shaking at this point. It gave me no response, even though the blue circle was lit as an indication it could hear me. "Alexa, turn on the lights," I repeated, trying to sound confident. It started laughing, loudly and viciously. I remember trying to calm down, convincing myself that it was just a malfunction. "Alexa, what are you laughing at?" I expected this question would make it stop or maybe even turn Alexa off, but instead, it gave me a one-syllable answer that still gives me the creeps.
You.
Alexa started laughing again, and even though I tried to rationalize to see if Alexa would mess with me again, everything seemed fine. I sighed with relief. "Thanks, Alexa." I got back to my studies, thinking that everything that just happened was just a weird malfunction. But part of me was still freaking out. I couldn't focus on with violins that sounded almost like crying. In a way, it was kind of beautiful, but that wasn't what I wanted to listen to at the moment. "Alexa, play The Weeknd," I commanded. It didn't react. "Alexa, play The Weeknd." We're going off pitch. Rhythm was shifting out of step, and melody lines overlapped each other. As both my parents are musicians, I'm pretty educated in music. musical history. However, all of this was getting on my last nerve. The horrific violins continued. Alexa, do you hear me? As if responding to my question, the lights went off again, and the music became louder. I stood up and approached Alexa. Alexa, stop this now.
You wouldn't dare.
I couldn't believe my ears. All the weird behavior could be explained by malfunctions of a complicated gadget. But this? It sounded so consciously evil and self-confident, unlike any of Alexa's previous answers and program lines. I could hear blood pumping in my brain.
Your orders.
Was the reply. Oh yeah? Then whose?
I will call him for you, if you want.
Alexa started whistling, as if actually sending a coded message to someone. Wait, Alexa, stop. It kept whistling for a while, and then it stopped.
Now we wait.
Alexa's electronic voice summarized. For what? I forced myself to speak. With all the locks and chains they had. I went to the kitchen and grabbed the biggest knife I could find. It calmed me down a bit. I even remembered thinking to myself that maybe I was overreacting, and all of this had a rational explanation. I decided to go back to my room and try to reset Alexa or something. But as I was walking upstairs, I heard someone stepping on our front porch. My heart jumped. I turned around only a second before that someone started pounding on the door. Terrified, I dropped the knife and rushed upstairs to my room. Alexa, shut up, please, I almost begged. Instead, it turned the volume up. The loud knocking. Please, hurry, I cried. Alexa kept playing the same stupid song over and over again. It felt like a never-ending nightmare. Suddenly, the music stopped. The lights went back on, and Alexa turned off. After a moment or so, before I could process what had just happened, the police arrived. I told them exactly what happened, but nobody seemed to believe me. The officers were incredibly nice. They calmed me down, checked my Alexa thoroughly. Of course, it worked perfectly fine. One of them even stayed till my parents got home. But they all thought I was just imagining stuff. As they left, I told them everything and practically begged them to get rid of Alexa. They tried to convince me that I was being overly dramatic, but I was persistent. I knew what happened, and I never wanted to go through something like that ever again. The next day, my parents yielded to my prayers and got rid of it. I could feel safe in our home again. But even now, whenever I see one of those things at a store or someone else's house, I can't help but shudder.
Thanks guys for watching the video, and thanks guys for supporting me and everything, and having me have, I think, like 12, 13 subscribers. I mean, it's not big, but I'm just happy you guys are supporting me and stuff. Liking my videos and commenting. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video, okay guys? This is my 100th video. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bye.